out yet. It's not October. We're not getting ready for Halloween yet, but oh my goodness, does it feel like it. It is absolutely beautiful out there. It's not raining, thank goodness. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But we're talking like forecast record low temperatures tonight. For a fat man, this is a beautiful time. You can see I'm wearing a pullover. It's August 4th, right? It's August 4th. Yeah, heck, I never know what day it is. And it's chilly out this morning. I love it. I walked outside with a dog and went, whoo-hoo, chilly. So, we're going to jump into all kinds of fun things here today on the Kirk Schilling Extravaganza. No guest today, but we'll talk more about that as we go along. But you know what? If you've got a business and you want to come on and talk about it, get a hold of me. We'll bring you on here. We can talk about for-profit businesses, non-for-profit businesses, as well as any events that are upcoming for organizations, things like that. Oh, I'm just throwing. Look at you. See, I was at a golf tournament. See, I have can koozies. See, shameless plugging for Envelop, my company, 3D virtual tours. Woo. They're probably still a little wet. Why? We had the Northwest Chamber of Commerce golf tournament back on Friday out at Bear Creek out in Wentzville, and it started out as a pretty day, and oh my goodness, did it rain. We, myself and Mike Richardson, we were out, good buddy of ours from Chamber, we were out on hole number 2, and yeah, we were under a tent, and about the time they called it a 9-hole tournament, the rivers were coming up. We were on the high spot watching the water kind of creep towards us, and yeah, it ended up being a little wet. The front 9 got shut down because there's some cool... Actually, if you want to go play a pretty golf course, go out to Bear Creek because it is pretty, but boy, oh boy, there's some low areas, and when that water came up, we had to get people either way from a couple of the creeks. It was kind of... it was quite something, but I think everybody had a decent time. It ended up being a 9-hole tournament, and I know the golf course kind of gave some passes for people to get a little more golf in for them, another 9 holes in sometime, which is a smart move on their part. You want to talk about a good, shrewd business decision, Papa Bear? Papa Bear's over there, by the way. He's there behind Hal. He's behind the curtain. He's keeping Hal under control today. Hopefully Hal cooperates with us today. But here's a good marketing thing, Papa. You know, when people don't get to play their full round of golf, you give them 9 holes complimentary. Guess what's going to happen? When they come out there, ain't nobody playing just 9 holes. They're going to buy the other 9 while they're there. So right. It's a great thing. A shout out to Dan Lovecamp. Dan was on the show about a month ago. I believe his team came in 2nd place in that tournament. So that was pretty cool. Glad to hear that. I'm not going to make sure I don't stand up today because I have green shorts on. So my lower half will disappear somewhere along the way.
Don't want that.
It would be comical, though. Speaking of which, we had... So Jim Marcellano was out there playing as well, and he was kind enough to share a stick with me out there. And it's funny because I had a really nice bottle of Loch Lomond Scotch with me, and we're doing a little tasting. You guys know I'm a whiskey nut, and this pandemic has pushed that whiskiness to another level. But I had got this real nice bottle of Scotch and sitting there sipping on it, and Barry and Michelle Herring were out there, and Mandy Winicky and stuff, and we're out there and we're having a little sample while it's pouring down rain, and they're telling me about how it's got this smoky taste, and I'm like, I'm not picking up the smoke. Well, later on, after I get rid of the cigar, I realized that that's why I couldn't taste the smoke, because, I was smoking a cigar. So anyway, just little fun tidbits about me and all of my silliness that takes place. Hey! I'm just watching the monitor when Papa does stuff, and it's really kind of funny. It's a blue cutout and with an A on it, but hey, it is what it is. So we have lots of events to talk about. So being we're talking about golf, I am going to jump ahead. So you know that I am not with Envelop. We are not just in one chamber of commerce. We're in multiple chambers of commerce. So I am jumping in, if I can find it. There it is. So the O'Fallon, Shiloh, Illinois Chamber of Commerce. Would you believe me? I jumped in on another committee, right? They are having a golf tournament I am going to be in my first meeting for that on Thursday, but they are going to be having that on September 15th of 2020. So that is a Tuesday. So Papa Bear, we're probably going to record that show ahead of time. So people that I've talked to that can't be in here at this time, there are some things coming up here in the next, especially in September. We may be getting in contact about coming in here and recording some shows. So you may not get me live for much of September. This is coming up. Plus, we've got a couple big envelope projects that will hopefully be taking place. So you may get me on Memorex. Who's old enough to remember Memorex? Papa, you remember that, right?
Of course I remember.
It won't be live. It'll be Memorex. But it'll be live when we do that. So we'll work on that. I'm going to get in contact with a few people on that. So here are the deets on the O'Fallon Shiloh Chamber of Commerce Golf Tournament. It's going to be Tuesday, September 15th, 2020, like I said. It's at Fowlkes Golf Course, which is kind of north of Fairview. It's in that Fairview, Caseyville, Hollywood Heights, O'Fallon, Shiloh. It's in that like area out there. It's just kind of out in the middle of nowhere there. It's a really cool golf course. Some of the changes are going to be happening. The first group will be a 7:30 a.m. group. They're limiting it to 18 teams on for each thing. They're going to have a morning session and an afternoon session. So the teams, they're going to limit it at 36. So if you're wanting to play some golf and get a foursome out there and get outside and enjoy some outside time, make sure you get on that pretty quickly. I will, as always, I'll drop the O'Fallon Shiloh Chamber info in the box here, the feed while I'm talking about it, because that's how it works, right, Papa?
Absolutely.
Yeah, see, that's how it goes. So I'm going to find the event, and I'll share that event then on the live feed. That way you have information about it. If you're an O'Fallon Shiloh Chamber member, there will be I didn't have it in there yet. Okay, so I'll just share the O'Fallon Shiloh Chamber thing. All right, Debbie, you're fired. No, I'm just kidding. If you're an O'Fallon Shiloh Chamber member, there's going to be sponsorships available, I am quite sure. So that is something to make sure that you tune in for or check out. Let's get in here. Let's comment. Hey, I'm going to comment. Here we go. So it's Da-da-da-da-da-da. Can I multitask? That's a tough question. There they are. All right, so there is the O'Fallon Shiloh Chamber of Commerce Facebook page. You can check that out. There's going to be like box lunch things, no dinners. They're going to have all kinds of sanitizers and things like that. That's one thing we had a lot of sanitation going on out there last Friday. And part of the reason I'm jumping in on this fun is to try to bring some insight, believe it or not, insight from me to 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 that tournament and things like that. So we'll see how much insight I can offer to that. Also, speaking of golf tournaments, we're going to jump. See how I segued with the golf tournament there. We're going to talk about Brett's First Responders. So if you're not familiar with Brett's First Responders, it was created when Brett Corbus was killed last year, and they have a couple things coming up. I just shared their Facebook page in there. Every Wednesday, so tomorrow night, they have Queen of Hearts drawing. If you're not familiar with the Queen of Hearts, what that is basically it's a board. Has all 52 cards plus the 2 jokers. You buy your ticket, you pick the number that's on the board there, and you enter. So then there's all the tickets there, and one person's ticket is pulled out. Then whatever number that they chose on that ticket, that gets cut out of that board. If it's the Queen of Hearts, you win the percentage of the jackpot that's allotted by the organization. And if it's one of the other cards, you win a different prize amount. You win $50 or whatever the case is. Tickets are $5 for $5, $12 for $10, or $40 for $20. So you can pick, you could buy 40 tickets. I think there's like 50, somewhere around 50 left. You could literally, though, buy a ticket and pick every number on that board if you chose. And it's just a matter of luck of the draw. The jackpot is up to $2,025 this week. So that's something that if you're interested in having a little fun, that runs live on Facebook. Now watch this, Papa. See, I've reached a fork in the road because I talked jackpot, but I'm still talking Brett's First Responders. So we got to go this way, but then we got to come back and then go this way, okay?
Let's take the road less traveled.
Well, I've already traveled this one, but I've traveled that one too. We're just going to keep it on the Brett's First Responders because they are also planning a golf tournament for this fall on October the 9th out at Stone Wolf Golf Club, which is right on 159 north of Fairview Heights. So that's a really cool club as well. Now, I'm trying to remember. I may be balking on this. I may mess this up, but Fowlkes, I believe Arnold Palmer had a hand in designing that. I may be outstepping that, and I think Jack Nicklaus had a hand in the Stone Wolf one. It might be vice versa, but I'm pretty confident something like that. So, really cool course. That we'll be talking more information about that as it gets closer. But that's also going to be a fundraiser for Brett's First Responders. So I shared that in the live feed as well. Now, see, we hit that part. See, that was the Brett's First Responders wing. But at the end of that was a cul-de-sac. So I'm coming back because we're talking about the Queen of Hearts. And there was a jackpot there. See how that went? Guess what happened last night in the Extreme Bar Bingo world?
What happened in the Extreme
What
Bar
happened?
Bingo world?
The jackpot was hit last night. Have you ever heard of Kell, Illinois?
Not in my wildest dreams.
Not in your wildest dreams. Okay, so one of our locations that's been back playing is Twisted Sisters, which as soon as I saw the name of that, I figured we had to get them as part of the fold. They're in Kell, Illinois. Well, they're actually just a little south of the metropolis of Kell, Illinois. If you're familiar with Mount Vernon, Illinois, out there at the 6457 crossroads out there, Illinois 37 runs through there, and you head out north on Illinois 37 for about, oh boy, I think it's like 8-9 miles, something like that. And right there on the highway to Kell, is Twisted Sisters. So we had a $2,750 jackpot winner there last night. I tried to be sneaky and steal part of it, not from the person, but to get the place I was at to win, but it didn't happen. So cool thing is when we restarted all this, it started at $500 with that jackpot. Because we've had more locations come on, we are starting it at $1,000 in 16 balls or less starting tonight. So now the jackpot will start on Tuesdays and run through Monday, and it will go up every Tuesday. Starting on Tuesday through Monday. That's the jackpot week. Good God, you can tell it's the rust. The rust on the bar bingo procedures, just is what it is, right? But that is something that is really, really exciting. Hopefully, obviously, there's we still have this virus thing going on out there. So a lot of locations, we have these bar bingo events inside of bars and restaurants. And they are, a lot of them are hurting really, really bad. This has been very difficult on small mom and pop businesses. So we want to make sure, if you feel comfortable being on it, if you don't feel comfortable, if you're susceptible to things, you've got some immune system problems, things like that, stay home. If you feel sick, stay home. But if you are, needing to get out, if you feel that you can, in fact, be out in the public, we've got those bar bingo events taking place every night of the week somewhere, and it's there's a pin post on our Facebook page that actually has the list of where those bars are. Now, as things go along, obviously there's a couple of them that, I think all the bars and restaurants are doing everything they can to, to make sure that they're protecting their players, protecting their employees, protecting everybody. There is times that, these things happen. Somebody with the virus happens to be in there somewhere. There's a little part of a list on there that actually shows some of the locations that, they've had to close down temporarily because somebody was diagnosed or tested positive, and they're going through all the cleaning procedures and everything like that. But there's a pin post on our page that shows everywhere that is open and is playing. Some of these locations are playing outside. Some are playing inside, but their capacity is dropped because they are spreading everybody out. And just make sure that, if you go and you go play our bar bingo, make sure that, you have something to eat and drink there. That's the whole thing. It's free to play, but the goal is to bring people in to eat food and drink drinks. Even if you're not a drinker, have something to eat there. Have an appetizer, have a dinner. Some of our places have some awesome food. But, that I digress slightly. No, I don't. Who am I fooling? I don't ever digress about anything. I keep running my mouth about everything. But, so really cool thing that we are sort of crawling back into that, and hopefully it will continue growing because, we were up to 150 locations before this all hit, and that was 150 bars and restaurants that were getting anywhere from 20, 30, 40, 50, some of them over 100 people in there. Jen from Mascots, who's been on the show, she her place, they're one of our top locations, and I know that this pandemic's been rough on them. Corner Schilling Grill in Belleville, one of my favorite places. We're not back there yet. Schilling Grill's not even open on Sundays right now, but I should say happy birthday, Cassandra. It's her birthday today, so give a little happy birthday shout out there. But we, we're hoping to get back to all our locations. We're hoping that Schilling Grill's not even Whoa, what did I do?
Now, huh? I should say
Shush.
Happy birthday, Cassandra.
I don't need to hear myself again. Jeez. Wow. I don't know what I did there. I unmuted myself. I'm watching the screen just to see, watch the live feed. I do that all the time. And there's really no need for me to hear myself again. I really shouldn't even have to hear myself in the first place. And God knows nobody else wants to hear me. But it is what it is. And somehow I clicked the little button there and made noises. So today we're trying a little bit of something different too. I'm going to have Papa Bear run a couple little commercials in there. Don't do it yet. Hold on. I'm queuing it up. So,
Fair enough.
Talking about Ferguson USA Hot Talk Radio here. Obviously, we are, looking for people that want to do this right here. What is to? Oh, the wife sent me a text saying it's coming up weird on the screen saying that it's last week's show, but hey, whatever. Anyway, we have places available. You want to come on here, you want to talk about something positive in the St. Louis area, you want to come have your own show to be podcasted, get a hold of me. I'll get you in touch with Papa Bear or send a message to the Ferguson USA Hot Talk Radio page. Get in touch with Papa Bear. You can come on here and do some shows as well as sponsorship stuff. So this is cool. So we're going to do a quick little, what do we call it? We're going to call it a commercial. I don't know. My glass farted. I moved it and it, did it hurt your head?
Yes, it did.
Was it loud, obnoxious? All right. So we're going to try this out. We're going to do a couple little commercial things. And Papa, when you're ready, hit it. All right, I'm back. How'd that work out? Did it look cool? Papa's got the sound on his head, so I don't need to hear me talk because I'm always talking and stuff like that. Oh, it looks really cool. I like that. Very nice, very nice. So, we are going to continue talking about some events that are upcoming. And we have a couple different things. So a couple months back, we shared the story of, now I'm testing my own brain, I believe it was Charlie, little white dog, up in Granite City that somebody had dumped some kind of chemical on. He had gotten burned really bad. He was in bad shape. And we were talking about it on here, and just little updates. I don't know all the legal stuff, but I do know somebody has been arrested for that, and hopefully they fry for a long time for taking something like that on a harmless dog. But, the organization that helped save Charlie. Charlie's been adopted. I'm almost positive it's Charlie. I'm probably mocking that, messing that up, but the organization that helped him out is Pound Pets, based out of Granite City. And on August 14th and 15th, which is a week from this Friday, right? This is the 7th? Yeah. So in a week and a half, whatever, they are doing a yard sale. So I think if you go on a Pound Pets Facebook page, I'm going to put that in the comments. See how I do that? It's all about, there they are. Is that them? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the right one. Definitely check that out if you want to make a donation as well. It's at 2700 Edward Street in Granite City. So from 7 to noon on both Friday and Saturday, August 14th and 15th, they're having this yard sale. And obviously all the money that they're raising from this goes to help the animals. They have been kind of put in the spot of essentially being like Granite City Animal Control. They run a small kennel area, and they put a ton of work in up there in a city that has a large stray population. They have a lot going on there. So if you are in that neighborhood, want to pop in for that yard sale, make sure you do that next Friday and Saturday, 14th to 15th. And obviously, if you don't have time for that, if you're not comfortable going out, if you're doing okay in the world and you want to make a donation to them, go through that website, go through their Facebook page, which I just shared on the live feed there, so that you can get on and make a donation to them, help them out with what they are trying to do, because it's a very cool organization, and happy to know everybody that's involved with that and what they're trying to do there. Deb's awesome and stuff like that. So think about that. That is upcoming. And that's going on. Also, we're swinging back around to golf tournaments. Isn't that crazy? I mean, if you really think about it, though, golf tournaments are something that you actually can do. You can be outside. You don't have to be in close contact with anybody. And, it's definitely something that you can do. So October the 6th, that's actually right down the road here, isn't it, at Whitmore?
That's
Thursday, October 6th. That's right down the road here at Whitmore Country Club. That's not far from where we are right now, right?
This is, I guess.
I think so. I think it's right down on Lucas and Hunt, isn't it? I could be wrong. Hell, don't quote me on that. Look it up yourself. But the Kaufman Fund. It's the Ralph Kaufman Memorial Golf Tournament. So the Kaufman Fund does amazing things for veterans and their families. Papa, you want to throw a little insight into the Kaufman Fund, everything they do?
Oh, yes. I follow. I'm their Santa for Christmas, or at least for the Christmas trees, and I sing the national anthem for the golf tournament. I'm very involved with the Kaufman Fund.
So what do they do?
The Kaufman Fund takes care of veterans and children right here in the St. Louis area. Sort of like the combined federal campaign, the UNICEF UNICEF for veterans and children here in the area. They arrange for dental services for veterans. They arrange for mental health services, legal services, and anything they can do to help a vet in trouble during their time. They donate to a lot of the charities that I work with as well, including Visions for Vets, the Maggie B Foundation, or the Yeah, Maggie.
Sergeant Bam.
Sergeant Bam.
Yep.
That's the name of it.
Yep, you were close. Yeah.
I was. Yeah.
I knew who you were talking about. It's Maggie B. I know who you're talking about.
There you go. But there's just so many things that they do, and they don't get paid for it.
Mm-mm.
It's five guys who are in charge of the fund, and they make it just so that they can give it away. So
that's
really
a good thing.
Neat organization.
Absolutely. So they have that golf tournament coming up on October the 6th. So I just popped their info or the Facebook page up there to talk about that. You can check their page out to get information. They've also got a military appreciation weekend at Wonderland Camp. So it's October 16th to 18th of 2020. And hopefully this is all still going on and everything's not been pushed back. We're going to hope that it keeps going.
I think that's right after the golf tournament.
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks after, I think. It's like that following, not the weekend of it, but it's like the following weekend or something like that.
Cool.
I don't know. Does that end up right? Okay, if October the 6th is a Thursday, then that would mean that the 13th would be a Thursday, 14th Friday, 15th Saturday, 16th is a Sunday. So this is running Sunday through Tuesday. Is that right?
Probably not. We'll figure it out.
Hey, look, there's this thing on our phone. It's called a calendar. Let's look at this because now I'm confused. Aha! So the golf tournament's on a Tuesday. It's Tuesday, so maybe they moved it this. Well, maybe they had to move it this year because all the crazy silliness going on. Or I have the wrong freaking date. That's possible too. Let's not trust me totally. Go to the Kaufman Fund Facebook page and check it out there. So also they have this military appreciation weekend, which is basically inviting military personnel who've been injured and have physical, cognitive, or emotional disabilities and their families to enjoy a weekend where they got a rock wall, Burma bridge, a giant swing, archery, all types of outdoor events. And they have cabins. They can bring a couple friends. So there's like a total of 6 people per cabin. So you've got 6 people per cabin, which is awesome. Kind of keeps people a little distant. They're heated or air conditioned because God only knows. Let's see, what is October going to be like? Because it's August 4th and it's like chilly outside. I mean, I dare say it's actually chilly for August. It sure is. This weekend, it might be 108 degrees in October there. So there is air conditioning or heater, depending on what they may need. There's a bathroom and shower facility right there in the cabins, and they've got a hospital-type bed. So if, the veteran can't use the bed, or has issues with that, all they got to bring is their own towels and toiletries. All the food, snacks, entertainment is provided at no cost for the families. So if you know of anybody, a veteran that might really be interested in this, definitely check out the Kaufman Fund. Again, it's the Wonderland Camp. They also have some sponsorship opportunities available. There's a $200 cabin sponsorship where you can sponsor one of the cabins. There's websites. Oh, look at that. It's right. I went the wrong way. Dang it. I'd have to practice more if I was going to be a weatherman. I'd have to get my right and my left figured out,
You'd have to get a more slimming dress, too.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Ouch. Dude. Right in the harticle. Jeez. Also, there's meal sponsorships as well available there. And there's activity sponsorships running from $50 to $500. So that provides funding for the operators for the ropes course, boat drivers, craft makers, all of that kind of stuff. So that's something, if you want to check that out, make sure you jump on the Kaufman Fund. We love them. They're a great organization. What else? There's one. Oh, yes. Don't forget. They also run a cool thing in December. It's going to be on Sunday, December 13th, according to the calendar. They run Trees for Vets. So basically they will be doing fundraising and things to provide trees for veterans. And it's a really cool event where the vets get to come out. They provide them with a tree. Is there also a food drive that's attached with that? Or am I just making that up?
They usually have hot chocolate.
They have
for the
stuff.
kids.
Gotcha.
They have special guests. Last year they had Fred Bird.
Ah, yes.
And a certain bearded fellow.
A bearded fellow? I've heard of him. I hope that bearded fellow's watching me because, I've been trying to be good this year. I really have been. Yeah, which list, though? That's the big question. That is the big question, is which list did I make this year? That is what it is, I guess. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about some cool stuff that I've got going on, with Envelop here. We're gonna talk a little bit about that just for a minute because we're gonna try none of those commercials here in about 7-8 minutes, and then I'm gonna try to reserve the last little segment of this to talk about what is going on this weekend. So, of course, I got to drop my post in there, my business Envelop with the 3D virtual tours. So, we are in the process of doing a lot of things right now that we're really trying to push ourselves a little further. And dang it, I did it again. Sorry. Don't give me that look. Goodness gracious. I'm only interrupting myself at this point. So one of the cool things that we have been working on, we worked with a lot of private schools to, this is a tough time for them as far as showing off their campuses and stuff like that. I just registered for something with the public schools as well that we can help them out. Bars and restaurants, if you are a bar, restaurant, an event space, a hospitality center, things of that nature. We know this has been a tough time for you guys. We have faith that, we're going to come out of this at some point. Sooner would be better than later. But apparently none of us really have any control over that. But make sure that you get in touch with me. Let's talk about it because we're doing a lot of things where, we realize things have been tough for people, but this is the right time to jump on stuff like this. A number of different reasons is we are fully flexible and able to structure an invoicing thing where we can take it out for months. We're not going to make you pay for it all up front. The coolest thing is I never have to repo anything, Papa. If I don't get paid, I just turn it off. I just click, and it's off. So it's easy on my end, but we're working on that. Working on a lot of event spaces. We've got some really cool clients that we worked with in the St. Louis area and beyond. We just did a revamp with Danforth Plant Science Center. They're a really cool place. If you're not aware of that, Danforth Plant Science Center out on Olive here in St. Louis, it's like the #1 plant research facility on the planet. Like, people come from all over the world to come work at the Danforth Plant Science Center. And they're actually a non-for-profit organization, so they obviously work on donations and things like that to provide the space for these scientists to work on their projects. And I know that they're down to like an essential staff only type of thing. So that's something that you want to check out that tour. Definitely make sure you get a hold of me. I'll send you an example over and let you tour that and check that out because it's just such a cool building. We worked with St. Louis Science Center. We worked with Metropolitan Sewer District. And I know that the Metropolitan Sewer District, they have, I believe there is a vote going on today on some of their projects. So, and obviously in Missouri it is primary day. Make sure you get out to the polls because if you really want to make your voice heard, the only way you can do so is by really searching your heart and deciding who those people are that best represent you and what your belief structure is and things like that. And I am doing my best to not be political. See how I did that? I tried. Good. I'm trying my best. That way I don't get yelled at.
I'll report to Jen.
Yeah, thanks. I'm being good. I'm not going to let my own political views jump in anywhere along the way. But there's things that can be done today by getting out to the polls and voting. Wear your mask. Stay distant from people. You guys can definitely get in there and make that happen. I think I don't think there's nothing going on in Illinois. So there's nothing really ever going on in Illinois, honestly. But that wasn't political. That was a general statement. I'm a terrible person, I know. But definitely make sure you get out and do that. How did I segue into that? That was just weird. I don't know. Well, it was MSD thing. So we did a really cool project with MSD. If you go to MSD, I'm going to share that because that is just cool. You go to MSD Project Clear's website, and I'm going to pull the exact link up where this is at and share it, because if you want to learn all about the crappy job that MSD has to do, get it? Crappy? No, it's go here to this link, and it will take you. There we go. Take you to the page on MSD's website. We worked closely with Spot Content Studios on this to showcase the Lower Merrimack treatment facility, and it is such a cool tour to learn about the different steps in the process and things like that. Make sure you go on and check that out. We've worked with basically every industry, and one of the big things right now is home sales, and people are freaked out with the idea of somebody they don't know coming into their home. Guess what? You can just bring one person you don't know, and you already met me here, see, virtually. We're masked up. We wear gloves. We put booties on our shoes. We'll do whatever we need to do to protect the homeowners, but we come in and we'll scan it. We'll do a virtual tour of it. Then people can literally be able to walk in that house from anywhere they are and view the house. It shows off a really cool dollhouse view. You can view the whole space. Papa's clicking things. I think he does this sometimes just to mess with me. Like, hey, watch this. I'm gonna click things and mess with Kirk. So he looks at it and goes, "What the heck's going on?" Oh wow. It's almost 2 minutes it's taken for it to go up to the cloud and then come back down and come in through my feed, and then it just jumped. Well, that's just weird. I don't know what's going on. Anyway,
I can't do that, Dave.
Right. Jump on in there, Hal. Thanks for that. But yeah, it's a great way to showcase your house to prospective buyers. Also, commercial leasing spaces is a great way to showcase those spaces, and it's also a way for end users to view properties without having to go in there, which is really kind of cool, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead, Papa. Are you ready to queue it up to run your other commercial? Are you? Yes? Oh, that's just to do it.
Hi, I'm Lisa Mash, the uniquely unforgettable coach, and this is Scott Hartman, who's the I Get It coach.
And we are recovering addicts that have dealt with the mental illness, the homelessness, the rape, and we're just out to try to give hope and resources to people that don't know where to. I hope there's going to be some real talk, and I think this is going to be an amazing thing, and it's going to help. So, stay tuned. We got details coming up, and I hope everybody has a blessed day.
Yes, remember, real talk, real people, real issues. See you soon.
Now? Right now? Are you sure? Oh, I just got the finger. No, not that finger. I got the finger, the point. Hey, it's Kirk Schilling back here at the Kirk Schilling Extravaganza. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I don't know how the stream's going, but whatever. We're recording it. It'll be out there later. It looks like it's playing. Who knows? You know what? Hal likes to mess with us every so often, so that is what it is. So anyway, we're back here. We're trying a little bit of thing there with the little commercials there. I haven't seen Lisa in a bajillion years. Hopefully she's doing well. I need to tune in and catch her show out one of these days. Just because,
It's on Thursdays at 4:30.
It's on Thursdays at 4:30 right here on Ferguson USA Hot Talk Radio. I haven't done that in a while. So let's do that real quick before we talk about Miracles in Progress. So we've got Lisa and Scott are on at 4:30 on Thursdays. What's the name of their show?
A Voice of Hope.
A Voice of Hope. So that's at 4:30 on Thursdays. Then Friday at, is it 9? 8 o'clock in the morning is Letheriel Phillips with
the Petty Roast.
The Petty Roast Show. I don't have a list in front of me, so I'm going off the top of my head.
Sorry.
Then we've got Saturday at 1?
Saturday at 1, we have...
Hey, look at that. I can read it. Okay, hold on. That's cool. There we go. Saturday at 1 o'clock, we've got lunch with the Missouri Black Chamber of Commerce right here. We ought to have those guys on here sometime. Is that possible? Papa's not listening to me. I said we should have those guys on here, like on a Zoom or something sometime. Is that possible? We should do that. We should cross over. We should do a little crossover on shows. That'd be kind of fun to do. We'll work on that. Maybe we'll do that as, you know what? That might be an idea. Okay, so everybody help me remember this. So we're going to have to record some shows because I'm not going to be here in September.
Right.
Maybe what I do is come in here on a Saturday, and after they're done with their show, maybe we record one.
I'm here most days anyway. You can come here any day.
Or, I was just trying to make it easy with those guys. When do they record it? Are they here live?
No, they're live.
They're live. So, yeah, we can maybe... We'll work on that. We'll work on that part.
That works.
Because that could be kind of cool. We just, do some recorded part with my butt right after them, and they don't have to make a special trip and stuff like that. So we'll work on that. And we can maybe work on it with Lisa. Maybe we'll do that. That's actually kind of an interesting idea. Okay, that's how it works with this brain is, try to figure all this stuff out. Then Saturdays at 5. This is a new one.
This is brand new.
Brand new this Saturday?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We're simulcasting the... Go ahead.
Gotcha. Simulcasting the Guess Who's Coming to Kansas City?
With MC Robinson.
With MC Robinson. So that is on Saturday at 5 o'clock.
And there's plenty of room for you.
Plenty of room for who?
You.
Me?
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
Shoot. The only content on here that's not worthy of it is Tuesdays at 10 o'clock, the Kirk Schilling Extravaganza, at least until we find something better. So there's plenty of room in there if you want to jump on and get your own show, get your own podcast. Sounds like the West, what is it, West County? Is it West? What are they? I forget what's the fire department? North County Fire Department? Or is it Metro something? Anyway, whatever. It's always fun. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it's always one of those moments when
we're right
across from fire department. So when they go out, it's never a great thing. So for the last little bit here of time, we are going to talk about Miracles in Progress. So Miracles in Progress, we had them on here. Boy, Trina's been on a couple times. We did it live one time, or on a Zoom thing. And that was probably one of the best shows ever because I had Jen from Mascots on there and Trina on there. And Trina jumped on early. And basically Jen and Trina just took over the show, and I just kind of sat there and, let them run the show that day. That was actually probably the best one because I didn't talk very much, so nobody had to listen to me. But what is coming up with them? So obviously they've got an event. We'll talk about the one that's later. So in September 19th and 20th of 2020, is the Miracles Mark Twain Classic 2-day open Buddy Bass Tournament. That is up at Mark Twain Lake, which is up towards the Hannibal Way up there. And basically, they do Miracles in Progress, helps kids that have terminal illnesses, things like that. Kind of forget about that for a little while. Have things to do that aren't being in the hospital, aren't dealing with the situations they're dealing with. So that is coming up in September. They get to go in this bass tournament with actual real fishermen and stuff like that. It's really kind of a cool thing. There's all kinds of sponsorship opportunities for that, from cabins to they give them all fishing poles, teach them how to fish, all that kind of stuff. So that is a very cool event. But most importantly, coming up this Saturday, we have, well, I shouldn't say we, Miracles in Progress has the second annual Superstars and Superstars in Supercars. It's not in, it's in event. That is coming up this Saturday. So what that is all about is that's going to start at Holman Auto down in Chesterfield Valley. And they have the coolest amount of, exotic cars and things like that. And apparently I hear there's going to be a spider in it, and one of those little Can-Am spiders. I don't know who's going to be doing that. But Trina's grounded because the group that does, the guys that do the driving, it's a car club. But anyway, They all get these really cool cars, and these kids get to ride around in Lamborghinis and Bugattis and things like that. And they're shutting down 40 from the Chesterfield Valley to the Family Arena. So thanks to the St. Louis County Police Department for doing that. And then out there at the Family Arena from 10 to 4, basically they're going to have these cars pull in with these kids. And these kids are going to get the red carpet treatment. They're going to roll right up. They're going to have paparazzi, so to speak, taking their pictures. It's kind of like a Hollywood moment coming out there, which will let them totally get that great treatment. And then there's going to be car shows. Like, that's going on the whole time, as well as there's going to be food trucks. There's all kinds of stuff. So here's what things are going on and how you can be a part of that. It's out at the Family Arena, which is in St. Charles. If you're not familiar with that, it's really easy to find. It's right on, I think it's Arena Parkway or something like that. Yeah, 2002 Arena Parkway in St. Chuck. So if you just want to come as a spectator and check it out, it's $20 per carload. So basically that money goes to Miracles in Progress. And obviously they benefit children and families that are affected by cancer and serious illnesses and things like that. So that is available. You come out $20 per carload. Honestly, if you're a car nut, if you're a foodie, there's going to be so much stuff going on there. It'll be worth $20 a person. Just, throw that out there for you. But you come in, there's going to be a car show. So all these cars are going to be out there to view. Also, if you have a truck, you got an old roadster car, you've got a cool exotic car, you got a bike that's really cool, any kind of vehicle like that, you can actually come be part of the car show for a $20 entry fee. Basically, everything's like $20. You pay $20 to get in. All the money goes to Miracles in Progress. But bring the car out. Show it off. Come out and see all of the, exotic cars. See all these kids. These kids have been affected by a lot of things in their life. Colin was on here today, and I know he's going through, he had a brain tumor, and he's also got, I think it's coming back. So this is going to be a cool event for him. There's also, if you're a vendor, so if you've been, you'd have to double check in with Trina on this, but if you're a vendor or you have a food truck, things like that, get a hold of her, because they're giving some free booth spaces to vendors that have suffered due to the COVID-19 effect. They're also having a couple restaurants, same deal. If you've been affected by COVID-19, get a hold of Trina. They've got some limited space for them. And then they're going to have some food trucks out there too. So obviously there's some costs associated with that. You've got to have a business license in St. Charles County, which makes sense, obviously. Probably need to have insurance too. But if you go to miraclesinprogress.org, that's www.miraclesinprogress.org. I'm going to share that there as that's not what I wanted. We'll try that again. I totally butchered that sharing. I don't know what happened there. That goes bye-bye. That goes bye-bye. Hey, there's what I wanted to do. Was share the website. Hey, it worked. Okay, good. So, go on there. It's got tons more information about what's going on. You can also email info@miraclesinprogress.org to find out more information. But we want to make this a really kick-butt event. I know Papa Bear and I are going to be out there. Are we going to try broadcasting live, or we're going to at least record something?
We'll record.
We'll record. We'll be out there, try and get some stuff, try to get some...
We'll be outside. We probably wouldn't have good Wi-Fi or...
Probably not, but, hey, we're just going to get some stuff. Maybe we'll put a GoPro on Papa's head where he's rolling with the spider, Might want to duct tape that just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So definitely make sure you get on and check out miraclesinprogress.org, because this looks like it's going to be a fabulous event. Literally for some fabulous, fabulous kids. Kind of try to make their day a little brighter, make them forget about what they're going through right now. This is Trina's second annual one of these events. There may be some really cool people there. I know, I don't want to say that for sure because I don't know the update, but I know they're working on getting some getting some people out there. But obviously, here's the big thing: whether I'm going to ask you a favor for this. So whether you like masks, don't like masks, believe in masks, whatever, check your own self just for a moment, because the kids that this is out there to help, they all have serious health conditions, whether it's cancer, whether it's, they're all immune compromised. Wear a mask. Get one of those cool gaiters. I actually have one now, and I kind of really like that because I wore it around on Friday. Papa just put his on terribly. Your nose cleavage is showing. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Yes, there you go. I'm not sure what's on there. It looks like an evil Earth.
Happy World.
That's Happy World. Okay. But wear that just to make sure that, we want a lot of people out there to raise a lot of money, but hopefully that will, we also want to put any of these kids at risks and stuff like that. So, it is what it is. I know there's battles on both sides of the fence on all kinds of stuff right now, and we don't talk political stuff, right? Right, because that's how it should be. Because I don't get in trouble that way, right? Sure. Other than that, it is, I will just kind of comment, it's a strange time right now. Make sure you kind of take a moment, sit there. Papa just clicked me off. No, he didn't. Sit back, take a deep breath. Know that everybody is, it's a very, very tough world on people. If you know some people that have been isolated, reach out and give them a phone call. Say something to them. Just let them know you're thinking about them, because I honestly think the worst thing that's going to come out of all this, and this is just my personal opinion, as usual, is it's going to be the mental health effects of the situation. There have been a lot of people that I've heard of, people's family members, that if they're, an older person, if they're elderly, they've been stuck by themselves, literally isolated, other than seeing, maybe nurses in full get-up or whatever. Give them a call, see how they're doing. Check in on that. Make sure that they're doing okay. And, let them know you're thinking about them. It's kind of it's a really rough situation right now for a lot of people. Us extroverts, we tend to make do with what we can make do. But, it just, it is what it is. Just kind of my own little thoughts on it. There's stuff going on. It was nice being out there at that golf tournament, at least seeing people from a distance. We kept ourselves pretty far apart from each other, and if not, we had masks on and stuff like that. But it was nice seeing people. It's hard for me, I got to be honest. That St. Louis FC game was awesome. There's another one coming up tomorrow night, by the way. They're playing Sporting KC 2 or whatever the team's called. That's at 7 o'clock down there at Worldwide Technology at the soccer park. I'm pretty sure I don't think there's tickets available. I don't know the fact for that. Check out with St. Louis FC. Heck, I'll put their thingy in here too. Might as well, right?
You betcha.
I can do that. I have the power. Well, I shouldn't talk before I... see, that's what I shouldn't.
You have the power, but do you have the ability?
I don't know if I have the ability. That's the question. I better check on that before I just run my mouth on that and stuff. But, that was... it was weird having to wear a mask the whole time, but, that's because I typed in the wrong darn thing.
Uh-huh.
Duh. But, it's one of those things that, if you are out and stuff like that, just remember one thing, that person that's at Walmart or whatever that's maybe telling you have to wear a mask, they're making like minimum wage to sit there, and it's not, they're just being told what to do. So have a little heart at this point in time, just because you have to. I'd love to tell you we're getting ready to do a business of beers, but I don't know when that's going to happen. St. Louis County went backwards. St. Louis City really isn't to the point of being able to do it. I know some of the people usually came to those events. They're not even comfortable right now being out. There's some people that really are not comfortable being out, and that's that's their personal feelings, and I'm not about to push it. I know there's still Zoom events going on, but I honestly think people are almost tired of Zoom. Me, I'm kind of cool with it because it really works out well to have meetings with people. But maybe I should do a Zoom. I was thinking of doing a Zoom business of beers, but I don't know if anybody's really into it right now. It's just kind of a weird world. We've got. I wish I knew what the end time was, so I could give that information to people, but I sure as heck don't. I don't know that anybody does. But, just the last couple of minutes here, want to let you know, if you have a business, for-profit business or non-for-profit, we'd love to have you as a guest here on the Kirk Schilling Extravaganza. I'm, lounging. This is, totally, where am I going with this? I'm just, lounging out by the arch like I'm in a big hammock or something. But we would love to know what your business is all about. We want to bring you on here. We want to talk to you about it. It's no cost to you. I'm just looking to help people expand their businesses. So send me a message. Send the Ferguson USA Hot Talk Radio Facebook page a message. Let's get you on here. We can do it in person if you're comfortable with that. We can do it via Zoom or vMix. Have you remotely here. We can do it as a call-in. We can, I don't think we can do it by smoke signals, though, because we really can't see outside.
Digital smoke signals.
Digital smoke signals, yeah. Text would not be that great. I mean, we could do it by that, but that would be kind of silly because...
You record at home and send it in.
Right, something like that. Yeah, send us a video of you or something like that. I don't know what we're talking about. At this point, who the heck
Rachel Ray or something like that. These people take their own video. They tell you a little bit about themselves. We could feature those.
Gotcha. That just went really weird. No. Don't encourage people to send videos in. God only knows what they're going to send us.
Well, I know what I'll let out.
Got you. We'll vet it before we send it out. Last minute here. There's a lot of people out there right now on both sides of the employment spectrum. I know of some businesses that are looking for employees. If you want to send me a message and say what you're looking for, things like that, I'd be happy to talk about it on here. And on the other side of that spectrum, if you are somebody that is looking for work in a specific, good God, try English, specific field, or, what you're looking for, send me a message as well. I'll try to get you in contact with people. That way we can try to make this world a better place if we can. I should stop singing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Ouch, Papa. What are you doing?
Changing batteries.
Oh, you're changing batteries. That's interesting. Because that'll be scary. I'll probably freeze from like...
No, I got you on the other camera.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, well, as soon as you're done switching batteries, Papa, I think I've yapped my gums for long enough today. St. Louis, get out, enjoy the weather. Perfect day to go walking around because it's beautiful out. Take care of each other. We'll see you next week.
Radio. For hot talk and local programming,